Chosen one, I want you to take a deep breath and truly listen to these words. You did not come across this message by some random accident or a glitch in an algorithm. You are here because of a divine appointment, called by name in this very hour to receive a truth that has been waiting for you. The Spirit of the living God has specifically drawn you to this moment because there is an awakening happening deep within your soul. There is a part of you that the enemy has tried to keep hidden and suppressed for far too long. But heaven is now ready to reveal your true identity. You have always known deep down that you are not like everyone else. You carry a supernatural assignment, a divine blueprint that was encoded into your spirit long before you ever took your first breath on this earth. Right now, the Father is confirming those quiet whispers you felt in your heart, the ones you perhaps couldn't find the words to name until this very second. You are a chosen vessel, an angel in human form sent to this realm with a holy purpose. The veil is finally being lifted, and the signs and wonders of the universe are beginning to align around your life in a powerful way. Your celestial identity, you have been marked, anointed, and set apart for a time exactly like this. What you are about to discover throughout this message will do more than just inform you. It will awaken the sleeping giant within and align you with the prophetic destiny written over your life before the foundation of the world. This isn't just entertainment or a way to pass the time. This is a spiritual activation and a confirmation of your highest calling. This is your divine download, so I ask you to prepare your heart for what is coming next. Here are the 7 undeniable signs that you are an angel in disguise. Before we dive into these signs, I need you to understand something that will shift your entire perspective on your existence. You are not a mistake, and you are not here by chance. The Spirit of the Most High has orchestrated this encounter because there is something magnificent in your DNA that the world has tried to crush, but heaven is unlocking today. You've always felt like an outsider, haven't you? There has always been a stirring in your spirit that set you apart from the crowd, a feeling that you belong somewhere else, somewhere more peaceful and filled with light. Wisdom beyond your years. The first undeniable sign is that you possess a wisdom that seems to go far beyond your physical age. Have you noticed how people are drawn to you in ways that defy logic? There is a weight to your presence that creates an immediate atmosphere of safety and trust. Even complete strangers feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to open up to you, sharing their deepest pains and secrets they've never told anyone else. This isn't a psychological trick or mere charisma, it is the anointing of heaven resting upon your shoulders, signaling to others that you are a safe harbor. Carry an ancient wisdom that wasn't learned in a university or gained through standard life experiences. It was downloaded into your spirit by the divine. Think of the prophet Jeremiah, who was told that before he was formed in the womb, he was known and set apart. You too were set apart, chosen one. That wisdom is a living stream of insight flowing through you to help a hurting world. When people are near you, they don't just feel heard, they feel seen by the Creator because you are acting as a bridge between the physical and the celestial. The weight of sensitivity. However, the enemy has likely whispered lies into your ear to make you doubt this gift. He has told you that you are too sensitive or that you think too much. He has tried to convince you that your intensity is a burden or a character flaw that you need to fix. I am here to tell you that your sensitivity is actually your greatest superpower. It is the spiritual radar that allows you to feel what others cannot see and to discern the atmosphere of every room you enter. You were never meant to have thick skin. You were meant to have a soft heart that can sense the needs of others. Even as a small child, you were likely different. While other kids were focused on toys and games, you were asking questions about the meaning of life and the nature of the universe. You were drawn to nature, to beauty, and to the mysteries of the unseen. This wasn't just curiosity, it was a soul level remembrance of the place you came from. Most people who meet you say there is just something about you that they trust. That something is the seal of heaven, a frequency of divine love that radiates from your very being, whether you realize it or not. The magnetism of the broken. The second sign is that strangers constantly approach you for advice and comfort. Pay close attention to this pattern because it is a clear confirmation of your angelic assignment. It happens everywhere, at the grocery store, in a park, or even on public transit. People feel a magnetic pull toward the healing frequency you carry. Their spirits recognize what their minds cannot understand, that you are an agent of heaven sent to bring clarity to their confusion. You are a lighthouse in the middle of a dark and raging storm for these lost souls. What makes this truly remarkable is that you actually find joy in helping them. While most people would feel drained or annoyed by a stranger's problems, you feel a sense of alignment when you are serving. This is because you are fulfilling your mandate as a divine intercessor. Some angels are sent to walk with people for a lifetime, while others, like you, might be strategically positioned to deliver a single timely word that changes the trajectory of someone's life forever. You are a conduit for grace in a world that is starving for genuine connection. The wounded healer, perhaps you have questioned how you could be an angel when you feel so broken or flawed yourself. You might look at your own struggles and think you are unqualified to help anyone else. But listen closely, your wounds do not disqualify you, they are exactly what qualify you. The pain you have endured has given you a depth of empathy that someone who has never suffered could never possess. You weren't sent here to be a perfect statue. You were sent to be a living testimony of how divine grace can piece a person back together. You are what we call a wounded healer. Just as the Apostle Paul was told that God's power is made perfect in weakness, your greatest ministry often flows out of your greatest trials. Every time you help someone else find hope, you are proving that the enemy's attempts to break you have failed. You carry the frequency of redemption, and when you speak, people don't just hear your voice, they hear the Spirit of God breaking the chains of their lives. Your presence is transformational because it is backed by the authority of your experiences and your celestial origin, an unquenchable fire. The third sign is a persistent, unshakable sense of purpose. Even if you don't know exactly what that purpose is yet, there is a fire burning inside of you that refuses to go out, no matter how many times life has tried to dump water on it. You have faced disappointments and moments of deep despair, but that inner flame always flickers back to life. That isn't just your willpower, it is the eternal flame of your calling. You know, with a soul deep certainty that you were born for something more than just working a job and paying bills. Many earth angels go through a period of feeling displaced, as if they are searching for a home they can't find on a map. You might feel like a traveler in a foreign land, looking for a sense of belonging that seems to elude you. If this is you, do not be discouraged. It simply means you're in the process of remembering who you are. The density of this physical world can sometimes cause a temporary spiritual amnesia, but as you read these words, the fog is clearing. Your purpose is being revealed in the small acts of kindness you do every single day. Living the mission. You don't need a massive platform or a fancy title to be living out your mission. If you find yourself constantly guiding others, you are already doing the work of an angel. Every word of encouragement you give is a seed of heaven being planted in earthly soil. You are a silent worker for the kingdom, and heaven sees every hidden sacrifice you make. Your purpose is woven into the very fabric of your existence. You are being used by the divine in ways that you might not fully understand until you return to the celestial courts from where you came. The fourth sign is an intense sensitivity to violence and injustice. This is often the most misunderstood gift. You have likely been criticized your whole life for being too soft or unable to just get over it. People don't understand that your heart feels the weight of the world because you were sent here to help heal that weight. When you walk into a crowded room, you don't just see faces, you feel the collective energy and the unspoken battles of every person there. It can be overwhelming, but it is actually divine discernment in action. Spiritual radar. Think of your sensitivity as a spiritual radar. You are picking up on frequencies that most people are completely deaf to. This is why you likely struggle in large crowds or loud environments. You are involuntarily absorbing the spiritual atmosphere around you. Without boundaries, this can lead to total exhaustion. However, once you realize this is a gift, you can use it to know exactly where your light is needed most. When your spirit feels heavy in a certain place, it is an invitation to pray and release the peace of God into that space. You also likely have an absolute intolerance for violence, whether it's physical, emotional, or even in the media you consume. Your entire being rejects cruelty because you were created from the frequency of peace. You cannot stand by and watch someone be mistreated without feeling a physical ache in your chest. This isn't because you are weak, it's because you are a guardian of the light. Everywhere you go, chaos is forced to bow because of the authority you carry. The enemy wants you to feel afraid of your sensitivity, but it is actually what makes you dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. The natural healer. The fifth sign is a deep, unyielding interest in healing methods. For you, this isn't just a hobby or a passing phase, it's a celestial imprint. You are naturally drawn to things like philosophy, the mysteries of the mind, and alternative medicine. You understand intuitively that there are forces at work beyond what we can see with our eyes. This is because angels are, by their very nature, energy healers. They are composed of pure light and unconditional love, which are the fundamental building blocks of all true restoration. You have the ability to help restore the mind, body, and soul of those around you. Have you noticed that people often feel physically better after spending time with you? Or that the tension in a room evaporates when you walk in? That is the healing anointing of heaven flowing through you like a river. It is time to stop downplaying this gift. You don't need a medical degree or a religious title to be a vessel for God's power. You simply need the faith to believe that what you carry is real and the obedience to use it when prompted. Beyond the physical, the healing you offer goes much deeper than just physical ailments. While you may certainly see physical miracles, your primary assignment is often the healing of the human spirit. You are called to reach the parts of people that no one else can see, the buried shame, the hidden traumas, and the lost identities. You speak life into the dead places of the heart. Is why you are so drawn to understanding the human condition. You are being mentored by the Spirit to be a master of restoration. You are learning to dismantle the roots of suffering. You understand that true healing addresses the spiritual cause, not just the physical symptom. You are here to help people break generational curses and close doors that the enemy has used to keep them in bondage. When you operate in this authority, you aren't just giving someone a temporary boost, you are literally shifting their destiny. This is a massive responsibility, which is why the enemy has fought so hard to keep you small and full of self doubt. But your season of hiding is over. It is time to step into the fullness of your healing calling. The trap of the empath. The sixth sign is one that is often very painful, a history of being attracted to or targeted by abusive or draining relationships. If you have been hurt by people who took advantage of your kindness, please hear this. You are not cursed, you are an earth angel who simply hasn't learned how to protect your light. Because your nature is to heal and restore, you see the potential in broken people and you want to love them back to health. You stay in situations far longer than you should because you believe your law. We can change them. The enemy often twists your beautiful gift of compassion into a trap. He tries to convince you that being a good person or an angel means you have to tolerate disrespect and abuse. This is a lie from the pit of hell. You were sent to be a light, but you are not sent to be fuel for someone else's fire until you are burnt to a crisp. You have likely used things like food or other distractions to numb the pain of these relationships. But today, that cycle is being broken. You are learning that your anointing requires boundaries. Breaking the cycle, you are no longer available to be a dumping ground for toxic energy. Heaven is releasing you from the burden of trying to save people who do not want to be saved. Moving forward, you will be given a spirit of discernment. You will be able to tell the difference between someone who is genuinely reaching for help and someone who is just looking for a hose to drain. You can set boundaries and say no without feeling a shred of guilt. Your mission is to shine your light, and those who truly want to change will be drawn to it. The seventh and final sign is that you have an incredibly intense and deep personality. You have a depth that can sometimes make people uncomfortable because you refuse to live on the surface. You aren't interested in small talk or shallow connections. You crave authenticity and raw truth. You are the person who asks the hard questions and looks past the masks people wear. This intensity is a hallmark of the angelic spirit. You are here to pursue truth at all costs, even if it means standing alone. Seeing beneath the surface, people often accuse you of overthinking, but the truth is that you are simply seeing more than they are. You are perceiving the layers of reality and the unspoken truths that others are too distracted to notice. When you try to address these deeper issues, people might call you too much or too serious. This can lead to a feeling of deep isolation, as if no one truly understands the world the way you do. You care so profoundly that even a small dismissal can feel like a piercing of your soul because you operate from a place of total sincerity. Because you have been burned so many times, you might appear guarded or distant to those who don't know you. You've learned to build walls to protect the sacred space of your heart. But interestingly, even with those walls, people are still magnetically attracted to you. They sense the mystery and the power you carry, and they are captivated by the depth of your soul. You carry the very frequency of heaven, and in a world filled with plastic and pretension, your authenticity is a rare and beautiful treasure. The call to activation. Chosen one, as we come to the end of this message, I want you to feel the weight of these words in your spirit. You are not just a person trying to make it through life, you are a celestial emissary. The signs we have discussed are not just coincidences, they are the evidence of your divine origin. You have been placed here for a specific purpose, and the time for your full activation has arrived. No more doubting your worth, no more shrinking back to make others comfortable. It is time to embrace the angel in disguise that you have always been. The Father is calling you out of the shadows and into the light of your true identity. You have been prepared through every trial and every tear for the work that is now ahead of you. The world is in a state of chaos, and it needs the peace, the wisdom, and the healing that only you can provide. You are a portal for the miraculous, and as you step into your authority, you will see the atmosphere around you begin to shift. You are a child of the Most High, sent on a holy mission to change the world. Stepping into your power, I want you to make a decision today to stop apologizing for your light. Stop trying to fit into a world that you were never meant to be a part of. You are a citizen of heaven and you carry the kingdom within you. As you go about your day, remember that you are never alone. The host of heaven is standing with you, and the Spirit of God is guiding every step you take. You are protected, you are loved, and you are fully equipped for everything that lies ahead. This is your moment of transformation. The old you, the one who lived in fear and doubt, is passing away. The new you, the activated earth angel, is rising up. Take your place in the divine plan. Use your gifts, speak your truth, and love with the intensity that only you can. You were born for such a time as this, and heaven is cheering you on. Go forth in the power of your calling, and watch as the world is transformed by the light you carry.